Okay, I'm in Jon's shooting condo in North Carolina, Yadkin County. Cut cornfield. It's been a slow deer season after the first week for me. The rifle's still in here, so I'll give you a little video of it, but looks like a good spot. So we're gonna spend the evening and see what comes out. Wish us luck. Hey, welcome back to Tripoli Farm Outdoors. This is a video of a awesome deer hunting weekend that we had at Jon, my brother's place in Yadkinville in Yadkin County. We had done some hunting here early season, but the corn, which this property is about half corn that a farmer does, and that corn was put in late, and it really didn't produce a lot of sightings because deer were hanging out in the corn. We hunted early, didn't see much, and then they finally cut the corn at the beginning of December. So this is mid-December. Rifle season still in North Carolina. And my brother and I took a weekend to see what we could do and had a blast doing it. So let's check it out. The wood line, cut cornfield, which I'm sure is very appetizing. Got the camera. Cut cornfield goes over there. We got the pond. That pond right there, and that season comes in here next week on Thursday. And then we got a little bit of woods behind us. So, looks like a good spot. First time I've been in this box blind. Kind of liking it. So, this behind me is a food plot. So, one of the earlier videos that we made this spring was taking this field, grassy field, turning it into a food plot. This is where, now that the corn is gone, this is where deer are coming, right? It stands out. It's a neon green looking, and it's great even when the corn was up because it's a variety of food. But now that the corn is down, everything's browned out. This is what the attraction of a fall food plot looks like. So here's a little bit about the food plot. Okay, let me give you a little feel for this food plot. So if you remember in our earlier video when we created this plot out of a grass field, we had clover over here, which we've still got a pretty good amount of clover. Some grasses took over, so we got some work to do next year for that. And on this side, Jon had decided he wanted to plant millet. If you remember in that video, we planted some millet. Well, lesson learned, we overseeded the millet, it choked itself out. So Jon, going into this fall, tilled it all back up and planted some Whitetail Institute, kind of beets and radishes, I think is what it was. And you can see how it's grown up now and it's done well. And frankly, this is the plot that now is getting all the action now that all the cut corn around here is taken out. Everything's browned up. The browse is basically what's left in the woods. And then we've got this little honey hole of a food plot. So we were up that Saturday night, got set up, and it gets dark right around 6 o'clock. Last shooting light, I think, is what the time was. And about 4:30, my brother says, "Hey, I think I see a deer in the wood line on the other end of the cut cornfield." And I texted him back and it's like, "Hey, listen, like, just wait and see. By 5 o'clock, they're going to come out and come to this food plot. Like, they're going to come out and eat, either in the cornfield or in this food plot." So we sat and waited and didn't see anything. And then all of a sudden, about 5 o'clock, I hear Jon's 270 go off. Super pumped. He sent me a text, said, "Hey, buck came out in the food plot, and I feel like I get a good shot on it." I said, "Well, tell you what, like, it doesn't get dark till 6. Let it sit till 6. Let's see what else comes out." So we're waiting, and literally like 5:30, I hear another shot, bam, right out of this food plot. And he texts back and he said, "I think I got a doe." So he had a doe come out of the wood line and cut and cross in front of him, walk over to the other side, and he shot that deer and dropped it. And I should take a minute at this point and step back and say, I'm not sure how he's my brother, but he's my brother. He hasn't killed a deer in like 30 years, right? He bought this place. This is what happens, right? You get passionate about something. Duck hunting is one of his passions. They've got a duck set up. Deer hunting is now becoming a passion again. And we did all this work, but he hadn't killed a deer in like 30 years. So he was super pumped. 2 deer that he'd shot. It was 5:30. We wanted to go check it out. And as it turns out, the first deer that he shot wasn't a doe, but it was a spike. So he had dropped the spike. We went over and saw it, and then it was time to go track his other buck. All right, old Johnny boy got it done. Maybe 2 bucks.
And this is all.
This Carter. Here's the food plot that we got on the cut cornfield. So I'm getting ready to go look for the bigger buck. We got a buck and a spike. In North Carolina, you can kill 2 bucks. And shooting 6 deer in a day too. So anyway, that's his blind. Let me just zoom in a little bit. There's the box blind he had set up. All right, we're on blood. What you got, blood? That's blood right here. Yeah, there's some. So we either went that way or we went this way. Johnny!
Johnny boy.
Johnny!
Yeah. Now we gotta figure out what the hell to do with them. Army 10, I gotta keep
We got
them in Yadkin
2
County.
of them. Yeah, we got to keep them in Yadkin County because it's a CWD surveillance zone, right? We got to get them dragged over to the trail. Congratulations, man.
Thanks, man.
Congratulations, first deal on the property, and it was a twofer.
Yeah,
It was a twofer.
it was
Twofer
a-
tonight.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So at this point, I kind of want to mention, because once I sent these texts out about this weekend, I did get some feedbacks from my buddies, like, why are you shooting these little bucks? Let me tell you a little bit about this. So you've seen in some of our Indiana videos, like, we don't intentionally try to shoot little bucks. We want them to grow up. Now that we've got some land that we can manage, not big enough to hold deer, but we can control what we shoot. Can't control the neighbors, but whatever. We don't typically try to shoot small bucks, right? We'll shoot does for meat, and we want the bucks to grow up, right? But I will tell you, like, if we shoot a small buck, and if this buck comes out and we're excited and we shoot it, we're going to shoot it. And that's the case of what happened here, right? So he shot a spike, thought it was a doe piece, but this other buck came out. He was excited, hadn't killed deer in 30 years, took the shot, only went like 40 yards and we found it. Super excited for my brother, hadn't killed deer in 30 years, and now he's got 2 down. Well, it is, I don't know, 15th, Sunday the 15th in North Carolina. Hunting in John's box over the cornfield. Last night John shot 2 little bucks, his first deer in like 30 years, right over his food plot that we made. And this morning I came back in the box barn that I'm at over cut cornfield, and I hope it was a doe. I scoped it to make sure, but it was like 2 minutes after legal shooting light. And you might be able to hear it in the background, but it's raining, so it was a little overcast. So, hope it was a doe. We'll see. North Carolina regulations, you can't hunt on Sunday between 9:30 and 12:30. So we're going to wait until 9:30 to go look for, see if I can fill a big buck tag. So, hopefully the 6.5 Creedmoor did what it needed to do, and she won't have gone far. So, wish me luck. All right, there's the blind that I was in the box. Here's the cornfield she was walking across, heading to these woods. And we're gonna go this way, see if we can find her. Well, good news is we got some blood to follow.
Blood.
You got blood over there? Good. Come on, baby. Let me see that blood, see what it looks like. Oh yeah.
We got a blood tracking animal here. Killed his first North Carolina deer. Let's see what he actually killed.
Yeah. So now let's talk about, again, big bucks versus little bucks. So this hunt was early in the morning the next morning, and it was dark enough and overcast enough. The video showed basically nothing. That happened super fast, right? This deer came in, what I was hoping was a doe, but deer had come in so fast, got the cameras on, really couldn't see anything, so I didn't include that footage. But like at this point, I'm thinking it's a doe. I'd scoped it enough and felt like it was a doe. That's what I wanted to take if I could get a chance. So I took the shot. Please be a doe.
Please be a
Oh,
doe.
it's a buck.
Oh,
Oh, it's a buck.
oh, Jesus.
How did I not see that?
Well, we've been poaching some small bucks. That's the best rack yet.
How did I not see that? It was right at dark, that's why.
This is greatness.
Yes.
I mean, I'll put that one up. Can we put that up? Hey, yeah, this is the first one, baby.
Yes.
Yes. Look at good shot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good shot.
It did come all the way through too. Nice.
All right. Well, now it's dragon time.
Yeah,
Hey, congratulations,
Hey,
Uncle
thanks,
Mark.
man.
Hey, buddy.
And as you can see in this video, it wasn't a doe. It was actually a small buck. But you can see how excited we were to get 3 deer. Like, these are the first deer he's killed off his property. He's had it for a couple years. And it was just a bang up weekend, right? So super fun. I will tell you, love shooting big bucks. There's still a few big bucks running around in here, and the season's not done. North Carolina, you can kill 2 bucks, 6 deer total. So we've got a little bit of time to target a big buck if we want to, but just excited for the fact that now we've got 3 deer in the freezer. My brother's got plenty of deer meat now for the year. And you know, again, sometimes you shoot little bucks, and if you're excited about it and you're pumped up about it, like, so be it. I'm super pumped that we had a great weekend. I want to thank Jon for inviting me down to do a weekend hunt. Next up, we've got duck season that comes in actually tomorrow. Late season duck, and he's got his duck impoundment up, and we're going to be resetting a blind and getting some stuff set up for that. So we've got duck coming up here in another day, and it'll go until we get out of here at Christmas time. I'm leaving around New Year's. And then I've already got a quail pheasant hunt set up in Indiana in January. We'll try to do some filming on that one. Super excited about that. And then February rolls around, and Tom Benz and I are going on a cat hunt in Montana. So Tom's going to be shooting. I'm going to make a video and do some filming for that. So a lot more to come. We've even got Kentucky late season. It's into like January 20th. So more to come in Kentucky too. But this was a super fun weekend, and I want to thank Jon for letting me come out.